Lord have mercy, I got so much I want to say about this, this man's picture. I'm going to try to parse my words, possibly in a fashion that won't get me flagged. But let me give you guys a disclaimer about my content. Some viewers may find the following content offensive and controversial. The information in this video comes from multiple sources, including court records, official police charges, news web articles, and interviews. This video commentary also contains my personal opinions about the facts of this story. The point is to use this story as a cautionary tale in hopes of preventing tragedies like these to children going forward. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your official disclaimer. And I'm getting this story from a different website, but I think their article was pretty good, from bnnbreaking.com. So I think that's a first. So I'm hoping their article is accurate. So thank you very much for the article. The guy that you guys just saw come across my screen, oh Lord, what could I say about his face? I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember this movie called Predator that featured Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it featured my guy Carl Weathers. It might be too old for y'all to remember who that is. The Apollo Creed. And it featured a bunch of other real strong guys, buff guys in that movie. And do y'all remember in that movie, the Predator, when he finally caught him in the swamp and he was about to kill him? And then he was like, you know what? I'm about to take my mask off. Y'all remember that? And y'all remember when his face came out and it said, Rah! That's what his face looked like when Predator took his mask off. That's literally what he... Come on, look, tell me I'm lying. Look, don't y'all play with me. Y'all better not play with me today. Let me see. Predator without the mask. Oh, my God. Woo! I was so right, too. Wow. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Let me go back. Let me back this on up like a U-Haul truck. We're gonna talk about the baby that you guys see in there here in just a second. I have got to show y'all this. Lord have mercy. Tell me he does not look like Predator without the mask. He looks just like Predator without the mask. Oh, my goodness. I don't always get it accurate, but I think I got it accurate that time. Y'all have to admit, I think that's pretty accurate. Just saying. You will not feel bad about me talking about that man's heinous face when you hear about what he did. Again, thank you, bnnbreaking.com, for the article. So, he is a grandfather, allegedly. In a chilling case that has shocked the community of Richland Hills, 63-year-old, why he looked like he's 93 in the face, Philip Hughes has been sentenced to 35 years in prison. So this is a conclusion to the story. Sentenced to 35 years in prison after pleading guilty to the murder of his own 8-year-old grandson by the name of Brenym McDonald. The Tarrant County Criminal District Attorney, Philip Sorrells, announced the decision, making the conclusion of a case that has been etched in the minds of residents since the tragic event unfolded in January of 2023. So this is exactly a year ago. Y'all remember this story? Philip Hughes, who had a prior conviction for driving while intoxicated in 2020, was arrested a block away from a crime scene and subsequently charged with capital murder of a person under the age of 10 years old. His confession and subsequent guilty plea have brought a grim closure to the case, highlighting the stark reality of domestic violence and child abuse lurking in the society's shadows. The lifeless body of Brenym McDonald was discovered at his home on the 3500 block of LaBeatty Drive, with the Tarrant County Medical Examiner's Office ruling the death a homicide due to sharp force injuries to his neck and chest. The news of the young boy's brutal murder sent shockwaves through the community, sparking widespread grief and outrage. Despite the sentencing, many questions remain unanswered. The Richland Hills Police Department have not disclosed a motive, which I would feel better, and a lot of us would feel better if we at least knew why did you do this, just besides that you're just an evil person and you look a lot like Predator. Leaving the community and the wider public grappling with the incomprehensible act of a grandfather murdering his own grandchild. As the case concludes, the memory of Brenym McDonald serves as a stark reminder of the urgent need to protect the most vulnerable members of our society, which is our children. That's what we stand for at the AFC Podcast. We advocate for children first. And don't leave them around people that look like the Predator. Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without the authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use. It is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107. You guys can actually go back and check my channel and see if the video is there. I'm not 100% sure if it is, but nonetheless, do me a favor and share this video. And we've gotten justice for Brenym, but at least hear it out. Leave a comment in the comment section and continue to share these stories so people can know what happened.
He was a smart and talented young boy who loved to sketch and draw.
In a small police conference room,
came from a parent of the child.
His photo grabs your focus. He is 8-year-old Brenym McDonald, and he will remain that age forever.
Working diligently with
the men and women standing behind him, responsible for bringing his alleged killer to justice, and they believe they have their man.
There's only one suspect, and that suspect remains in custody.
The department gathering media together Wednesday to answer questions because the community has had a lot since Sunday. It was on that day when McDonald's body was found in a home where his biological grandfather and parents lived. The little boy stabbed in the neck and chest with a sharp-edged object recovered by police. His biological grandfather, Philip Hughes, arrested nearby, later charged with capital murder.
Some of the questions are why this happened and whether or not there have been any previous police calls to this residence.
And there was only one answer to those two questions right now. Police revealing Hughes has no serious criminal history, no prior incidents involving violence. That the little boy was not home alone with Hughes when he was killed, that one of his parents found him stabbed to death and called 911. But as to why this happened, no motive was shared.
Again, at this time, those are details we can't discuss.
A family friend close to McDonald's parents says his mother wants the public to know Hughes was only McDonald's grandfather by blood, that he didn't live out that role like someone might normally assume. From here on out, they want the focus, like in this very room, to be on this face.
There is true evil in this world, and our community has experienced this with Brenham's death.
In Richland Hills, I'm Matt Howerton.
And at the end of the day, nothing's going to bring this young prince back. Losing a life like this, you just don't know really what the world has actually lost. But nonetheless, we can tell from his bright smile, his bright eyes, that he had every intention of growing up and becoming something great. And we wish this young man would have had an opportunity to do so. But he was robbed of that by this idiot on the left-hand side of the screen. I think 30, and I agree with y'all in the chat, I think 35 years was way too lenient. Just a life sentence, I think, would just be better. Is he going to survive 35 years? Probably not. Just something about the level of wrinkles in his face that just tells me that he is not going to survive 35 years. But nonetheless, RIP to Brenym. And thank you guys so much for supporting this story and seeing this through a conclusion, okay? Thank you.